Okay, you're live.
Coolio. So, welcome to the Lovecraft Easy Game Night session. We are playing Horror on the Orient Express. This is episode 15 of our long-running session. I would like to thank everyone for joining in for tonight, and hopefully we'll have a good game session, right, guys?
Yay!
Indeed.
Yeah. Sadly, Mr. Mike Davis is not feeling so well, so he doesn't put me in charge, where I will slowly control and manipulate him into becoming more powerful than he ever was. Anyways,
Yeah,
I'm,
right.
I'm Pat Grin. I'll be a game master, and these wonderful people are the players. So, as per usual, our Thomas has prepared for you a summary to catch you up.
Okay. Well, since we've skipped a few weeks here, we'll go ahead and do an overall recap. Enlisted by Professor Julius Smith, the investigators are traveling across Europe aboard the Orient Express, searching for pieces of the Sedevkar simulacrum, with the intention of reassembling and ultimately destroying it. So far, they have retrieved only a single piece, the left arm, and suspect that it has begun affecting one of their own members, Roscoe Otis. The investigators have had some rather strange encounters in London, Paris, and Lausanne, Switzerland, and have traveled for a time in the Dreamlands. They are currently on their way to Milan, Italy. While en route, they have occupied their time by reading the professor's 1893 journal concerning a previous dangerous mission, in the hopes that it contains some relevant information concerning their present mission. The characters described in this journal are themselves en route to Constantinople via an earlier version of the Orient Express, trying to reveal the truth concerning the murder of a student and the sinister machinations of a dangerous cult, all revolving around a diabolical relic known as the Blood Red Fez. We are currently reliving their dangerous adventure. Episode 14, Descent into Shadow. Having failed to infect Frederick with the Fez, Baron von Hoffler made a run for it, taking the Whispering Fez tome with him. The chase progressed across the Hungarian countryside via horse-drawn carriage, with the book finally being recovered and the Baron sedated and returned to his daughter. Arriving in Budapest, Luther sent telegrams to Professor Smith and Demir, informing them of the recent events. That evening, shadows once again began moving about the train. The investigators, disturbed and awakened, met in the hallway. Luther went to the Myers room and cast a spell on Mr. Myers to delay the corruption caused by the Fez. Taking turns on guard duty, everyone eventually got a moderate night's sleep. Next morning, Lady Lethbridge Stewart was invited to breakfast with the Russian Countess. The Countess confessed her indiscretions and asked for advice, which Lady Lethbridge Stewart did her best to provide. Luther and the others desperately attempted to convince Henry Peters to alert the authorities concerning Metcalfe's criminal actions, but without proof, Henry was unable to act. The investigators then attempted to confront Metcalfe directly, but were unable to convince the man to leave his room. Then, while distracting Henry, Frederick attempted to force the door, making a huge racket and attracting the Orient Express staff. Captain Ben began kicking the door, screaming for Kennedy, which brought even more of the staff. Kennedy appeared and tried to explain his captain's actions as night terrors, an affliction that Captain Ben was known to suffer from. The captain and Frederick were eventually released and strongly reprimanded for their actions. Their firearms were confiscated. That evening, while Kennedy slept, Captain Ben kept watch. The shadows once again began to move, this time in a much more directed manner, almost as if they were alive. Attempting to awaken Kennedy, but failing, the captain borrowed Kennedy's gun just as the shadows formed into a monster. The captain fired directly into the monster, but no damage was done. The noise startled Kennedy, who awoke violently, only to face the monster. Exhaustion and terror combined to fracture Kennedy's half-awake brain, and he was seized by a temporary insanity, curling up into a fetal position on the floor. The captain attempted to tackle the creature, but passed through it and hit the wall. Apparently the creature could not be harmed, though it was able to injure the captain and Kennedy. Meanwhile, a fez-wearing intruder entered Lady Lethbridge Stewart's room and attacked her. She fired her rifle, injuring the intruder. Luther and Flint ran to investigate. Arriving at the lady's room, they drew open the door and attacked the stranger. Lady Lethbridge Stewart did a great deal of damage with her rifle, and Luther managed to shoot him in the face. Still, he continued to fight. Hearing the gunshots, Frederick and Charles ran to the captain's room, only to find the door locked. Having picked the lock and opened the door, they were confronted by the monster. During the frenzied melee, Frederick attempted to hit the creature with a lantern, only to end up smashing it, setting the room ablaze, with the four of them trapped inside with the monster. Lady Lethbridge Stewart, Luther, and Flint ultimately managed to bring down the intruder. With his dying curses, the fez disengaged from his head and lay on the floor. As Lady Lethbridge Stewart recovered the hat, a second monster formed from the shadows and prepared to strike.
Yes. Yep, that is correct. And also a reminder to anyone in the audience watching us, you can feel free to give us suggestions on the Lovecraft Easy message board. Since it's been a while, do you think we should reintroduce our characters?
No.
If you want to know what our characters are, just watch a previous session. All right. But yeah.
That's why we got our name tags on, right?
Right. Right.
My computer is like, it's being an ass. It won't turn on. It won't turn the overlay on.
Let's see. Also, we're missing, I think, James, right? And then Nathan said he wouldn't be able to make it. So, I think we're. Should we mention that we're looking for 2 more players now,
yeah,
or
yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah. So,
James is only going to be late. He will be here later.
I know, but we're still missing. We're still looking for a replacement because we still have room for 2 more people.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So for those of you who enjoy playing Call of Cthulhu and have been watching us and would like to join, by all means, send a message to me or Mr. Mike Davis, and preferably Mike Davis, and he will he will sort you out, and who knows, maybe you'll get a chance to play with us. Again, if you want to play with us, I would recommend that you have somewhat of a grasp of where we are, or have been watching previous sessions of ours. Just make things a little bit easier, for integration and all that stuff. But like I said, you're more than welcome to see if you can't join in on this wild train of insanity. So, that being said, let's get started, shall we?
Let's go.
All right.
Let's do it.
Yes. Okay. So, let me see here. So, you guys are in the train kind of hallway with the compartments. Flint, Luther, Miss Lethbridge Stewart, you guys are together, and you guys are facing the north end, and there's the new monster who's just reforming itself. Then there is Frederick, Kennedy, and Captain Ben. Yes, who are, kind of in a, Coyne, I think your character, you're in the room. You three are in the room together.
Charles is there too with them.
Yeah, Charles is, I think, on the outside, though. He's not in the cabin, though. And the train is been lit on fire through a broken lantern. Kennedy is on the floor, and Captain Ben, I think, hit his face on the wall, so he's kind of getting up. And Corey, you're, I guess, near the fire?
I'm just right there, and I kind of lit the thing on fire. So
yeah,
I'm
I'm assuming you're giving that oh shit reaction to what you've just done, and watching the flames slowly spread. That being said, I will start with the group on the outside of the flaming cabin, and it is your move. The monster has reformed itself, and again, it's gigantic, massive, like shadow blob with claws and this scowling, fanged face, and it's very big. It's almost to the roof of the train.
You're talking about our monster?
Yeah. It's the same monster.
Deal with the other car? Well, since James in here, you give him time to get here.
That's what we're doing. I'm dealing with them.
Oh, I thought you were still talking about our group.
No. I was dealing with the people outside the compartment. You know.
Well, I know that our reaction would probably be to shoot our guns into it, so that's what we're going to do.
All right.
We're not aware that that doesn't work.
All right. Glenn will follow the lead. Everyone, give me gun roll. Your firearm rolls.
Oh.
I didn't make mine. For once.
Yes.
Nowhere in all of this mayhem was my name mentioned, so I must be.
You're with me.
Okay,
yeah.
great.
I'm sorry, Leah.
I'm whacking with my rolling pin.
Well, hold on, Leah. You weren't. I think you weren't able to kind of join in properly last time because you had computer issues. So your character was kind of unconscious. So I'm assuming that all the gunshots, you officially have woken up and that's.
I will have woken up before this.
Wait. She was on the floor. She was sleeping on the floor, and the intruder tripped over her when he came in.
That is correct.
Yeah.
So
okay.
She's been awake for a bit.
Yeah. So
she's awake.
I engaged this chap in a good rousing bout of hand-to-hand combat.
I passed my gunshot.
Yeah. Okay. So did Flint. So yeah, you shoot your guns together. And they go into the monster, and you kind of see the monster's shadowy blobness kind of form waves where the bullets hit, and then they just kind of slowly sink in, and you see kind of them drip out and hit the floor, like probably to the side or in the front.
Okay, so no actual damage.
Okay, I'm gonna make an idea roll.
But
we need light. We need to
man.
turn up our lights.
Damn it. I didn't make mine. Okay, somebody else make an idea roll.
Yeah, your idea is maybe if he can kiss it, it will, reform it, back from whence it came.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Let me do an idea roll. Is that okay?
That's fine. I am not opposed to that.
What is my idea? Oh,
I made him.
Actually, while you're doing that, Kennedy, give me an intelligence roll.
No.
Like just straight int?
Yeah. In times 5.
No.
All right. Next, so next time I ask for an since you're temporarily insane, you have been around for for a few turns. So next turn, if you don't make that roll, you will officially become uninsane the next round. Cool. All right. So, everyone failed their idea rolls.
Yes.
I made mine.
Oh, you made yours?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, Lolly, you notice that when the monster is kind of, oozing out, and there's these, gas lamps, right? He seems to stay away from these small flames. And you think, that he might be impervious to fire.
I throw the lamp at him.
You're in the hallway.
I throw the nearest lamp that I can at him.
There are no near lamps.
Damn it. Throw your
Matches.
lamp at him.
Okay, I've got matches or something that I'm gonna light.
Hold on. You guys did your actions,
All right.
So I think, Lolly, you're the only one who hasn't done anything with your actions. So you're able to do something if you'd like. Before I move on to the next.
If there is a lantern, I will throw that at him.
I just said there is no lantern.
There isn't a lantern, so I'm kind of.
You reach into your pocket and find the matches that I gave you.
Yeah. Actually, let me see. Is there anything that I have? No. The only thing that I have I have a kettle of tea. I will throw my tea on it.
Okay. Give me a throw roll.
Oh, shit. Oh, I've got base skill and throw. This is going to be fun. Let's clear that. Ha! 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 Ha!
Oh, crap.
Oh, girl.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and impressive throw. So you toss it, and it goes through the monster's face. It's like, well, actually, it goes past the monster's, like, claws, and it, like, hits it enough that it completely, like, kind of breaks off his hand, and it's gonna have to reconstitute. So you manage to stun it a little bit.
Okay, great.
Okay,
Take that, you thing.
Yeah, so that is it for this group. In the compartment, Coyne,
Yeah.
your move.
Okay, I'm just shocked that I threw the lantern and it started on fire. I am going to try and back off and get away from the flames so it won't hurt
All right,
me.
that's fine. Again, and the flames are building, building slowly but surely, and you give it enough time, give it a few, a round or two, it may increase tenfold because everything is kind of flammable.
Is there any thing that I can try and smother the flames out?
It's kerosene.
Yeah. Sadly, I don't think there would be anything in the position you're in. Like in the room they're in, you're kind of like in the living quarters, and at the same time, there's nothing really like a fire extinguisher or anything that was used, for such an event happening. So,
well, okay. I am also gonna yell out fire so everybody will know that there's a fire going on here.
Okay.
Fire.
Yeah. So everyone in the train hallway hears you as the train slowly chugs on.
Okay.
Should we perhaps be yelling fire?
Yeah. All right.
I am gonna try to get attention to this.
Mm-hmm. Give me a roll.
Okay.
A luck roll.
19. So I think I
Yeah.
passed.
All right. Fair enough. 1 sec here. Oh, hold on now. All right. Cool. You don't know if you got any help yet, but you think you might have been lucky enough in getting some attention. Again, it's going to maybe take you a round or two to see if that works.
Yeah. That's my action.
Cool. All right. Kennedy, give me. I think at this point you pretty much have broken out of your insanity.
Kennedy looks around the room, sees the fire and sees the thing, and immediately runs towards the door. He doesn't care about the fire at this point.
Okay, yeah. So you rush past, Corey. He was yelling, fire, fire. Sorry, Frederick was yelling, fire, fire. Captain Ben's, slowly getting up from the floor, and the monster has his attention on him. You get out, you turn to the left, and you see the other three facing off their own very much similar monster.
Kennedy ain't stopping. I'm just letting y'all know that. He's running. He doesn't care where he's running. He's just getting away from that.
All right. Yeah, there's nothing obscuring you. by all means, you are
He's
able
running for
to.
safety. He's not stopping the fight. He's lost it. He's gone.
You got it. You yeah. At this point, I think everyone else, you got the guys in the hallway. You guys can see. I think you guys can. You will see. You know, Kennedy running back. You know, in terror. Yeah.
Kennedy's gone.
Yeah.
Flailing arms and everything. Ah!
Yes, going, gone.
Okay.
So you can yell at him or call him a coward or whatever you would like.
I don't blame you.
He's
All right. So now my turn.
We thought he was crazy, but now we can see his nuts.
Yeah. Okay.
You may. He did.
All right. So let's see here. Let's see. First one in the hallway. He hits. Who does he hit? Let's find out. Closest one in my screen is Kim. He hits you. D6 of damage.
My lady.
You get hit with 6 points of. You get hit with 6 points of damage. The monster with his claw swipes across your chest and it goes in pretty solid. It's a pretty solid blow, and it hurts.
No.
Damn.
Actually, wait, hold on. Didn't I say he was? Did I say he was stunned?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. So he's stunned, so he wouldn't have done that. You stunned him with. You stunned him with a tea kettle. Remember?
He goes to swipe with an arm that's not there.
All right, I was gonna give you that he fully stunned him because he's still He's focusing on reforming his arm. But if you want damage, go ahead. All right. Give me your hit.
Damage.
Well, Lee apparently said that that he could still attack. So.
No, he's swiping with the arm that's not there.
All I'm hearing is, you're rooting for Kim to get hurt. So, Kim, you're hurting. Blame Liam.
Gee, thanks.
It was with a half-formed arm.
Anyways, so okay,
Blunt
so
weapon instead of sharp.
So moving on, monster in the cabin. Rolls. Holy crap. Okay, Coyne, you're even. Captain Ben's odd. There? Or do you want to be odd and even? Or, what do you want? Odd or even?
I'll do odd.
Alright, fair enough. Roll.
Oh.
He hits you.
Okay.
D6. Boop. 5. 10 points of damage.
10?
Woo!
Okay, that actually drops me
To what?
to 0.
Okay,
Oh, dear.
so you're not dead yet.
He's unconscious.
Yes. Well, you're drifting into unconsciousness because the monster again swipes at you and kind of manages to go down your body to your waist, and you fall back and you're leaning on the wall, and you're drifting into unconsciousness, and you're bleeding a lot.
Is he disemboweled?
You don't know. At this, you guys are in the hallway dealing with it.
we're still in the hall.
A pile of guts and intestines and.
Well, Corey, yes, I guess Corey is basically at this point. Corey has to kind of hold in his own guts.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So one's dying. Back to the guys in the hallway. Your move.
Well.
All right, I'm going to. We're in the hallway, yes? The creature's
Yes.
in the hallway.
Yes.
The Lady Lethbridge Stewart's room is to the side of us.
Yes, that is correct.
All right. I'm going to see if I can grab something I can light on fire. A piece of paper, a stick, something I can make a torch.
Oh.
I take
well,
the.
sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say. So I was gonna say you do go in the room, and in fact you do find a nice little gift basket from the Russian Countess, who's given a very nice gift of 100 absolute alcoholic vodka.
Ooh,
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not really
It's a
interested in
cocktail.
throwing something. I don't want to throw something because I'm not going to light the whole train on fire. But I want to light something on fire that I can, with my hand.
Oh, a torch.
A torch.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the alcohol might be good to pour over something on a stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. So I get what you're saying. So you want to find like a stick, okay? Okay. So, let me see here what I
A
can do.
cane, an umbrella.
I will say that you can that because of the fight with the intruder. I think there's like a broken chair. You can get a leg from that.
Okay.
Wrap that like it's long enough, and you can wrap it with a rag, douse it with
Right.
alcohol, and light it on fire.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do.
Right? Alright, so yeah. So that
I
works.
say, you bounder.
Yes. It will take I'm gonna say it's gonna take you probably a round to get that all set up, okay? Because you're
All right.
because I don't think you could do that instantly. So Lolly, Miss Luckbridge, and Flint, what do you guys want to do?
I would like to take my tea kettle, the bottom of which is shiny.
Yes.
Shiny, bottom of the tea kettle is
Wait.
shiny and flat.
Wait, you tossed your tea kettle.
I tossed the contents of the tea kettle.
Oh, I thought you were tossing the tea kettle itself.
No, the contents. Not the tea. I throw the tea at the thing. So the flat bottom of the tea kettle.
Yes.
And I would like to try to reflect light at that thing. If there's any light for me to reflect at it, I'm going to reflect it at it.
Well, you are handling, what is it, teapot.
A tea kettle, yeah.
Those things aren't really reflective,
Mine is.
Alright. Well,
Only the finest.
well,
I'll go get mine and show
Alright.
you.
Kettle
It
3
even
times.
has a little brass birdie
Alright.
on it.
Alright.
Whistles.
Well, okay. So then the next problem would be that this entire room is emanated with blue light. This isn't like a single light stream where it can bounce off. This is like everything. Now, assuming that you can try and do it, you get some light on the thing, but it doesn't really do anything.
Damn.
Okay. Lady Amelia would approach this as a chemist, so
Yes,
I'm thinking of making a chemistry roll to see if I can figure out what this thing is made of, or what is likely to hurt it.
Only the best for me, Lady Amelia.
Well, I assume that Lolly, shouts, "Kill it with fire! Kill it with fire!" So you're under all the assumption that fire can hurt this thing. Now.
No, that's not what Lady Amelia does. She's a
Yeah.
scientist.
Yeah, I know. So I'm trying to think of
She knows that fire is a byproduct.
Yes, I know, and that's why I'm trying to think of how to make sure your chemistry roll is effective. Hey James, how are you now?
Hello, folks.
Hello, James.
Sorry it took me so long.
Not at all.
And valid point.
Tori's character has been disemboweled.
Yeah.
Of course.
Get it,
He did it himself.
Okay, he's
Get it, he
disemboweled.
left.
Did he survive it?
No, he's 0.
Oh,
Well,
he's still alive. He's not a negative yet.
he's floating in between unconscious and and whatever death. So make of that what you will. So
okay.
So
Surprisingly, he didn't do it to himself. Accidentally.
Yeah.
Yes. What was I saying? So yeah, your chemistry roll. All right, give me one.
Ooh, yes. I'd say I made it.
All right. You think that as a chemist, if judging by the shadowy movements and how it's avoiding the fire, that with certain chemical compounds you could create a miniature explosion of flame using the light lamps in the area. with the way the light lamps are with a chemical compound much different than gaslight, do you think with a few other chemicals you can produce a small enough ball of flame exploding ball of flame that could probably act as a flash grenade or even just a grenade itself, causing a small explosion of sorts?
Okay. I will run and get my little chemistry set and put that together.
All right. Lolly, you're the only one left in the room.
I'm the only one left with this giant thing.
Well, you have Flint with you.
I have what?
You have Flint, the Australian cowboy.
Oh.
Yeah, what's Flint doing?
Yes.
Flint is like, I hope you got some ideas there, love. I don't know much about how to handle this thingy.
He's looking for a kangaroo.
Yes. Crikey! Look at the size of that thing!
Give me your pocket knife.
I've seen koalas the size of bears! Yeah, that!
I need your pocket
Lolly, get behind
knife.
me!
That's all I need.
Yes, I bet, he takes you, Lolly, he says, Lolly, if we don't make it out, just know this. You were pretty hot.
It's a shame that we did not get a chance to know each other much, but in the meantime, if you have a pocket knife, I'd much be obliged to have it.
Of course. But before that, he, says, but first this. He brings in the kiss, takes you out, now here's a knife, and takes out a gigantic knife.
Yes, now stab that thing.
Alright. Yeah.
Flint, stop lollygagging around with Lolly. Stab the thing.
If I'm gonna die, I want to die, we gotta kiss the woman.
No, he's hoping later on to love the kangaroo.
I run into the hallway.
Sorry?
I run into the hallway. Now that the creature has been dispatched to able hands.
Well, of course. A moment of love for all the ages. Alright, fair enough. So Flint will attack, I guess, because what the hell is he gonna do? Oh crap, he got 19. At this point in time, let's see, how much, if he does enough damage, he might be able to stun it. 6. So yeah, he kind of manages to slice at it a bit, so he's kind of keeping it at bay. So he's got it, he's got it under distraction. But he's not really doing any damage to it. So, back to the guys in the flaming cabin. Captain Ben, you have just, after hitting the wall for trying to tackle the thing, for better or for worse, you are finally, getting up, and you see Kennedy to your right, bleeding out.
Not Kennedy.
I did.
Sorry, Frederick.
Kennedy teleport back?
Frederick. Frederick, who's bleeding out with his gut, trying to keep his guts intact. The entire cabin is slowly igniting into a beautiful flame. The monster is staring you down, like, he's gonna kill you. And Kennedy, who you just saw, will run off and leave you to die.
How is the monster reacting to the flame?
Oh, good question. Now, the monster at this point notices the flame, and he's getting kind of scared. But he also knows that, he sees, Frederick, and, he's dead. And he looks at, Captain Ben. So he's kind of thinking, I'm going to kill you, and then I'm going to probably run the hell away.
Just trying to think what the gun that I took off Kennedy. Is it a revolver or is it one shot?
Revolver. Again, this is the 1890s. At this point, revolvers were all the rage. Yeah, with the semi-automatics just coming into place right at this point. Flintlocks aren't used besides Derringers, but
fair enough. Well, that's why I wasn't sure what it was. Like if it was just a Derringer or if it was like an automatic or something.
No, it's a 6-shot.
Sorry, you made me nerd out over guns. So, go ahead.
Well, let's try and... Damn you, Kennedy, it's coming out of your paycheck. I'm going to try and shoot the thing again.
Alright, give me a gun roll.
Okay. Alright. Finally, I have my computer. I can use Dice Stream. It's going to be so much fun.
Yay!
Yeah.
I don't have to rely on others to make my failures for me.
Did you get your stats I sent you?
Probably. If you give me a moment, I should be able to find those too. That'll even be helpful.
Yes, I took a lot of effort into, rewriting all of them by hand and giving you more information about the entire assignment before all this happened, but,
Let me see.
It's not like, I put effort into these games or anything.
Don't get cocky, kid.
Thank you, Han Solo. Jeez. I've got like 17 things here with your name on it. I'm going to have to look for it later.
Alright, just roll and we'll see what happens.
Huzzah! A 0-8. If that's not a kill, I don't know what is.
Alright, give me a gun roll.
What do you mean, gun roll?
Oh, sorry, damage roll, D10.
Alright,
Sorry.
D10. Huzzah. Bowels of hell, I shoot at thee. Shit.
Okay, so
at least I gotta check him up my gun roll. I'm happy
Alright.
with that.
So you got two double VAT 4. You shoot the monster. You manage to shoot part of its face off, but again, it reconstitutes fairly quickly, so it was kind of like not effective at all.
Damn it.
And now, sorry.
I was just gonna say, where am I located right now? Is it the door monster me, or is it door me monster?
It's monster, you, wall, door.
Okay.
Where's the fire?
Fire is kind of slowly on the behind you, slowly eating up on the corner of the roof.
Do I have to make a roll for smoke inhalation? Am I going to pass out soon?
No. It's maybe next round you most likely will. This round you probably won't need to.
Alright.
Yeah.
I took a shot and its face is trying to reconstitute. While it's trying to do that, like I'm basically just going boom, and then trying to make a way for the door like Kennedy did.
Yeah, okay.
Clearly Kennedy made it
Yes.
easy to open the door.
Yes.
And you're just gonna leave me there?
Frederick, you're on your own.
Yeah.
Oh, Frederick's in the room with us?
Yeah, he's bleeding out.
He's all over the room.
He's right next to you. He's holding his guts in. He's bleeding out on the floor, and he's slipping and almost nearing to unconsciousness and death.
Well,
he has claw marks going right down from his...
I would have changed my whole thing if I'd known he was in the room. I'm sorry.
I mentioned it.
I apologize profusely. Can I retcon just for one instance?
Alright, James, I'll give it to you this one.
Perfect. I put a bullet in his head to save him the suffering.
Alright! Corey, yes, Frederick is dead. He died. Yes.
Pirate mercy.
You got that, bird!
Yes, so,
And now I run.
yes, okay. That is cool. But first, the monster attacks.
Alright.
Pirate mercy.
20.
Ooh, that's not going to feel good.
2. He scratches you on the back as you try to run. It hurts, but you manage to get out, and you're like.
It hurts, but not enough for me to stop.
You're playing Frederick, Corey. You're not playing Dr. Price. Remember, this is the 1890s.
Yeah, no, I know I'm playing.
No,
Frederick.
Kip said Dr. Price.
Yeah.
The side thing. It's all good.
Yes. All right. So.
My bad. Sorry.
Surprisingly, that probably is the most noble thing Captain Ben's done in this game, arguably.
I think he was just in his way.
Yeah, probably.
Ben,
James, will there ever be a campaign where you do not kill somebody's character?
So far, no.
Alright.
We're playing Call of Cthulhu.
totally screwed up my plan of action.
I'm
All right.
so sorry, Leah.
That's okay. I was distracted for a brief moment.
All right.
What happened with you? You got attacked by the monster, and how much damage did you take, James?
I took 2 points of damage.
Oh, okay. Are you bleeding?
A little bit, yes.
Oh, okay, great. I'll help you. Yeah, I just need to know when it's my turn.
All right. So back. Okay. So back to the guys in the hallway. So yeah. So 2 things. Luther, you managed to get your little torch thing ready, and again, you can light on fire, and you got your torch ready. Kim, you got your chemicals. You think that might work? You rolled pretty good, so I assume that you found them pretty quickly. We're able to find the right chemicals, no problem. Molly, I don't know what the hell you were doing, so I don't know what you're doing now.
But I'm in Lady Lethbridge's room now, correct?
Yes, I think, yes.
I see her drawer of underwear. I'm going to take a ward of her unmentionable clothing and run to Captain Ben. He needs my help.
Well,
And I will stare at you with a look of abject horror as you run past me.
yes, well, yeah, I don't think your character would know about Captain Ben, but I think you would know about Frederick. So, but Frederick's dead at this moment, so you would be going for Frederick, but then you see Captain Ben, and therefore you change perspective. But yeah, so
Frederick, but I'll help you, Captain Ben.
all right,
Cram.
so moving along, yeah, so okay.
I cram her dirty panties into Captain Ben's state.
Fair enough. All right. Okay. Well, that's going on. What do you, Luther and Lethbridge Stewart, want to do?
Okay, I'm going to light my torch and try to chase the monster away.
Okay, yeah. No. Oh, yeah, no, the fire, he really does not like the fire. We're making him back off.
Okay, I'm going to swirl my little chemical concoction at it.
Alright, so you manage, so yeah, give me
If you hit me with that knife,
give me a throw roll, Kim.
Okay.
I'm about to burst into flame when that thing goes off.
Stay well behind me. Oh, man.
It hits me right in the back of the head, right?
No, it's not totally bad, but I'll say you miss it, and so you miss, I'm sorry, Kim, you miss. The chemical compound, I will say, hits, in the back, it hits behind him, like you threw it, you miss it, and you hear it break on the floor behind it.
Damn.
Yes.
Has any of the staff shown up yet?
Oh, I was getting to that right at this point.
All right.
So, back to so Luther. So, Flint keeps fighting it off with his Australian know-how. Oh yeah, he keeps it at bay. He's helping you kind of push it back.
Okay.
Okay, and so yeah, Captain Ben, you're met with Miss Lolly Tengus, trying to heal your wounds with underwear, apparently.
Do I know it's actually underwear, or do I assume it is just like some crumpled up cloth?
Give me a spot in. Let's see if you figure it out.
This is awesome. I finally got dice stream. I'm doing rolls left, right, and center.
Mm-hmm.
It's
54.
lacy.
54.
This is not a handkerchief.
No.
Not a handkerchief at all. What the hell? No. I'm sorry, Patrick. I don't have my character sheet, so.
I'll just give it to you and say yes. You figured out it's underwear. It's a pair of Miss Lethbridge Stewart's bloomers. Very fancy and lacy.
Do I know specifically it's hers, or do I think it's maybe Molly's?
I'll say you don't really know because you're captain. All you know is underwear. You know like ladies' underwear, but you never can figure out.
I'll just assume it's hers.
Yeah.
I'll just assume it's hers. Now is hardly the time. Yeah, I think I will take that as a. Don't
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Breathe, Leah.
Are
I
they
will-
filled
I
with
will-
cotton?
I will grab said bloomers, tuck them in an appropriate pocket, and say, "The hell with that! Get me some alcohol."
All right. So as this is happening, the door from the opposite end of the compartment, from like where the monsters are, is open, and there's there's a bunch of the help coming in, yelling and like watching, and they're looking at the fire, they're looking what's going on, they're like, what the hell is going on?
We need more vodka.
Yes, and at this point, the monster kind of sees them and then looks at you and gives a snarl and starts deforming itself back into the shadows.
Run, you motherfucker!
And then, and so as they go into the room to, put out the fire, they don't seem to see another monster as well. And at this point in time, this becomes a chaotic mess that they're dealing with, trying to figure out what the hell's going on, trying to make sure the train doesn't, fall, go up in flames, and, what the hell with the guns, gunshots, why is there two people dead? One whose face is, who's gotten his clawed in half, and it's just a goddamn mess.
Mencalf did this.
So at this point in time, I will do a flash forward, seeing as this is a very complicated mess, and you are now all in the time, reaching Constantinople. You have all been detained and probably charged with multiple, breaking of the law, most notably basically use for firearms, probably firearms without licenses.
There were no licenses in the 19th century.
There were some. Anyways, I don't know. Let's see. Public damage, manslaughter, possibly, murder, possibly again, and a whole other shit that will probably make you guys blacklisted from the Orient Express for all time.
The captain will throw the gun out the window.
No, better yet, let's get rid of all the other people on the Orient Express. And
Just kill them all!
Yes, because that'll work well.
Goodbye.
Yes, I've heard of derailing, but that will certainly be derailing a train.
Actually, no, the captain will not throw away the gun. The captain will find Flint and hand it to him.
Yeah, at this point, you guys.
So I just want to know who. So what happens to all my stuff? Does the group just take it
You're
then?
dead.
Yeah,
You don't worry about that.
We will make sure that your corpse is thoroughly desiccated.
He is worried about who has what, so he can figure out what item he wants to
So,
find.
okay, so I will say this is what happens. So after, so you guys get detained, and then you guys get up in Constantinople, and now you're all currently in the police station, and in the interrogation room, the chief is like, what the hell am I dealing with? And he says, is there any explanation you can give to me on why there are two people dead? The train nearly went up in flames. And the guy... What the hell happened?
Yes, our explanation is Mencalf did it. We were attacked in the middle of the night by a guy wearing fez, and he lit our rooms on fire, and...
Man invaded my room.
I had to defend myself, great lady.
And he
All
disemboweled
in
our
the
friend.
service. In the service of Lady Amelia. I tell you.
He said, he goes, this Mencalf you've been pointing to has not been found. I'm afraid, to say the least. The associate man who was murdered with the Fez is currently being identified. And at the moment, I've been informed that you are all blacklisted from the Orient Express. Yeah.
Wait, that's bad. Okay.
Yes. And then basically at this point, another cop comes in, and he hands the chief and the investigator a note. He looks at it and it says, "You're free to go. You've been I've been given orders to release you."
We've been pardoned?
Well, where's our stuff? We have a book and we have 2 fat hats.
Yes, we have that. You will get it back at the checkout area.
Oh, did any of the cops try to fess us on? Like, look at me.
Nope. No.
So remember they make you sick.
No.
Remember they make you sick when you touch them.
Nope. Not at all.
Okay.
But for the most part, you guys get all your stuff returned for simplicity's sake, except your firearms and weapons. They keep that under lock and key for reasons that I think would make sense. And you are more or less released into the train station, because that's where you were being held at. And again, it's 10:30. It's 10:43 a.m. in the morning, and you have arrived at Sakari Station. You've been previously detained for the last 3 hours.
Okay.
Hold on a sec. And let me say one thing. The minute you guys, are in this train station, in a few 10 minutes, in a few feet, you have seen a mixture of race and dress from, like, a lot of different countries. You've seen Turks and Greeks, Armenians, Cossacks of Ukraine, and Russia, Serbia, Montenegros, Walchanians, Albanians, in, like, long white robes, African slaves, a storyteller dressed as a necromancer, nuns from Pera, and sheepskin-clad Tartars, veiled Muslim woman with a slave, a Jewish woman, from Cairo, Turkish girls dressed in green trousers and yellow shirts. Everywhere is the bustling of, like, people talking, trading. It is. You guys are, like, in a melting pot of, like, from all of Europe.
Hey, whatever happened to the guy who was wearing the fez?
The
lady's husband?
You don't. Oh yeah. So, good thing that you brought that up. So I'll get to them. So the minute you are released from the station, you are met with with a boy and a girl. They introduce themselves as Tolprak and Rana. They go, excuse me, sirs and madam, are you the Lethbridge Stewart Occult Investigation Society?
Yes.
Yes.
I am Toprak Demir. This is my sister Rana Demir. We were informed to help you reach our father, Professor Demir, due to your captivity with the local law enforcement.
Okay.
Very well.
I see. Is there any luggage or things you wish to transport?
Yes.
We'll
this
dump
gentleman
everything
named
on these
Kennedy.
children.
That is all Kennedy is now, is luggage.
Very, very well. And as you guys are going, the woman, the young husband and wife, appear, and the wife has gotten a wheelchair for her husband. As she sees you, it's like, oh, thank heaven! What happened? I heard gunshots, and you heard you were being detained.
We should have had her as a witness or something. We wouldn't have had our weapons confiscated.
Anyways, it's like, and it says, and then Toprak says, I'm sorry, we must leave. Hurry! We are in dire. We need to leave in dire urgency.
All right. How old are these kids?
Oh, Toprak and Rana. These guys are. These siblings are about in their like early 20s, late teens.
So do we believe these people? Should we? Well, can I do a psychology roll?
If you'd like.
I pass.
Alright. So you can tell that both these children are nervous, agitated, scared, and yes, they are telling the truth, but they are like really trying to speed you along because they are like, for whatever reason, these kids seem rattled, and they don't really know. You can't really say why, but you do know they're very scared. Not of you, but of something going on.
All right. I guess we can trust them.
Yes, and if anything, they give you the right address of the place, and they say to tell the driver the right address you were told to go to.
Okay.
Very well.
And again, the young husband and wife go there as well. And again, so you hire a carriage, they get your luggage, and you travel to the bazaar. And there are markets for everything. You got guys selling clothing, swords, guns.
Guns.
Yes.
And load up some rifles.
Here he goes again.
Yes, they're selling. There's a lot of merchandise from every country in the world, from the weird stuff to cold artifacts, everything you want. And as you guys arrive at Professor Demeanor's house in Galata, and it's a very nice house. It's a smaller mansion, but again, it looks very nice and charming. And you are immediately greeted by Professor Demeanor's wife, Celine, who basically takes their children, thanks them for, helping them out, and then she immediately welcomes you.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Yes. My husband is inside waiting for you. Please, hurry.
Right.
So you all enter the house, and then it's again very Orient. It's a bit of an odd mixture of Turkish styles with English, with English kind of fashion. And eventually, Professor Demeanor enters the hallway, and he's like limping, and he's in a lot of pain. It's like, good, you have arrived. I was worried. I heard you were being detained from an incident on the train.
It was an insufferable outrage.
Are
Yes.
you all right, Professor?
He shakes his head. No, I have been stabbed.
Oh my.
Dear. Oh.
Yes. Hurry. We must talk about what is and debrief. I will explain everything. So you guys are taking.
Probably get that checked out by a professional.
I have. I'm afraid I am confined to my home for a few months until I am healed. So you guys are all seated. His wife prepares tea and biscuits, and yes, I was told there was another one of you. What happened to him?
He had a tummy ache. Sorry. He lost his lunch.
And every other meal he'd ever eaten.
Currently indisposed.
I'm afraid that one of us didn't make it.
I see. Then I'm afraid the situation has turned darker than I expected. And I'm afraid things have not been so well here.
What do you mean?
My son, Balas, was kidnapped by the cult we are fighting.
Oh dear.
Yes, it's how I got stabbed. They have given me demands.
What is it that they want?
They wish for the book you have, the Whispers of the Fez, and for you to leave in the next 24 hours.
They're going to be disappointed, aren't they?
Yes. They're not. I wish to continue this mission of ours to stop these cultists. These cultists. But the situation has turned south. Tell me, do you indeed have this book?
We have the book and we have 2 of the fezzes. This might be my suggestion. There's no guarantee that they're going to return your son to you.
I know this.
Well, we need you to examine the book.
Of course.
Find out what is the most important part of the book, and let's remove those pages. That way we can say, we have the book, but we want the kid before we're going to give you the other pages.
Of course. The demands currently are being told that they want the demands met by Sunday at midnight.
Well, let's get the book and the fezzes.
Of course.
We have to figure out how this thing works.
He takes the fezzes, and he says, "Yes, these vile things. Tell me, do you know much about this cult we are facing?"
No, not really. We think that Mencalf is the leader, or one of them.
Have you met Mencalf?
Yes. Vile man.
Yes. Did you know he was once an Englishman?
What happened to him?
A few years ago, Mencalf was once an Englishman, much like yourselves. However, he came to this country, and he fell in love with this occult knowledge and power, and went, as you say, native to our land, changing his name and his appearance slowly taking up similar to ours. He joined a group, the Brotherhood, the Brothers of the Skin.
Brothers of the Skin.
Mm-hmm. They worship a terrible entity called the Skinless One. It was run by a man named Salih. He's been doing strange experiments over the years. But currently, and as such, Mencalf joined his organization.
Meta interruption.
Yes.
Alexi goes, the Skinless One. Haven't we encountered something? When we were in London, there was a body that was skinless, and something about the Skinless One. Maybe this is the relevant piece of information in the journal that we are finally getting around to.
Sure took long enough.
What? We've only been reading like 15 minutes.
Yes.
It was like 15 weeks.
With some really long bathroom breaks.
Yeah.
Listen, when Walter's got to go, he's got to go.
Saw that blasted tea.
Mm-hmm.
And what was all that Ethan Carter stuff about?
Ethan
Anyway.
Carter. Who's that?
Anyways, going back to my thing. Okay. Yes. But something happened between the two. There was a separation of the group. Two cults were formed from the Brotherhood. So I do not know the exact reasoning behind it, but I do know Mencalf fell in league with a woman, a harem girl named Fate.
Well, that all broke up, Patrick.
Yes,
Yeah,
they've been growing. Well, what?
We didn't hear that, Patrick.
Oh,
it
yes.
all broke up.
Oh, sorry. Yes, so Mencalf apparently fell into league with a woman, a harem girl named Irisa, who's also known as the Doctor of Fate, a name given to her by her fond pupils. And as such, their cult, while small, has been growing very rapidly these past years. Yes.
Fishy.
The only information I've been managed gathering is that Nearsha was trained under a cultist, only known as the Frenchman.
The Frenchman.
Yes, he has a mansion here in Istanbul. Um, Maybe he could help. I do not know. And as well as I know the location of the Brotherhood of the Skin. They are in an old ancient fortress on the Asian side of the peninsula of Bosporus. Uh, I do not know. I do not think they have anything to do with this business of ours. As such, as for whatever this separation of cults, I do not think he would allow such a thing to happen. So I assume there was some kind of civil divide. I, if you, maybe he would be able to offer us information as his enemy is our enemy, or something of the sort. But I don't know.
We need to know from the book. I'm sorry, Sal. We need to know from the book how to destroy these hats. They're apparently impervious to damage.
Yes, yes. I will do my best to research. It will take me some time, but no doubt I will be able to finally crack this riddle, and we can finally destroy this menace. How, however, my son. Do you have any course of action that we could take to rescue my son? These cultists will not return him if we return the book easily. There must be some kind of plan you can negotiate. Perhaps you can find the location of their home and strike beforehand, or some sort of trick in negotiations when the deal happens.
Well, we were discussing taking some of the pages out of the book and holding them.
I do not know if that works, but
Why do they want the book? They want the book because there are obviously magical spells in there that will help them accomplish what their nefarious plans are. We can't give them. Is there any way that we could fake the pages, and even if Demir was able to make something that looked like the pages so that they don't realize it until it's too late? That they don't even have the book.
I don't think we would have the time to make an exact copy.
You guys
don't want a copy.
Yeah, I know, like a fake. Again,
garbage.
Yeah, I know. And again, you're kind of on a time leash, so making something very detailed like that would take a lot more time.
Yeah. If we'd gotten the information sooner, we would have been able to do something, but we've got like a day.
We could go in there guns blazing.
Well, you said that the son was kidnapped from where?
We were on our way from the Sultan's palace, and from negotiating with the idea of the Department of Education. Recently, my college has been closed down. I have been currently in forced retirement, a sabbatical, if you will. As such, my son accompanied me, and during the time we were leaving, we were assaulted. I was stabbed, and my son was taken.
Who knew that he would be there?
My wife, my children.
Anyone else?
Employees? Servants?
No, we do not have any servants or employees. No, this was a completely private matter. It was a completely private matter.
But does put a damper on things.
For now, he says, for now, I must research the book. You have some time. Investigate, restock, come up with a plan. Once I can figure out a way to destroy these fezzes, then perhaps you can come up with a better plan.
Wow.
Okay.
So we need to figure out where. We need to figure out where this cult is located and where the child might be.
Well, why don't some of us or all of us go to the place where the kidnapping took place and see if there are any clues there?
You mentioned a Frenchman.
Yes, a Frenchman, an occultist, an occultist of a renown of sort. I mentioned before, he lives here.
What's his name?
Oh, I don't know. He's been only referred to as the Frenchman.
Ah,
I would like to go speak with this Frenchman.
yeah.
Of course.
See if he can give us any ideas.
Of course.
So you have his address?
Yes, I do believe I have some knowledge where his mansion is. He kind of, takes a piece of paper and writes it down. Simply give this to a cabbie and he will take you to it. I can also give you the address to the location of the Brotherhood of the Skin. I do not know if you'd like to speak to them, but perhaps maybe we can get some allies for the time.
Sounds horrid.
Brotherhood of the Skin.
Shall we split up then?
Oof. Maybe we should.
I stay by me lady's side.
Naturally.
I'll go speak with this other cult, and you guys take care of the Frenchman.
Of course. I'll go with
You
you.
guys speak French?
I don't think I do.
Don't worry about it.
No,
Don't worry about
I don't.
for now. Don't worry about that. Again.
I'm sure we can figure something out along those lines.
Yeah, don't worry. You guys will be okay.
All right.
Okay.
So
Kennedy.
okay.
I need you to stay here. Get my bed ready.
He's your captain.
Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. He also says, "Oh, yes, and I understand you have taken a man affected by the cutters of the feds. Yes."
Yeah, Myers.
Yes. Poor dear.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
I will allow him to stay here until this matter is resolved. I do wish you well. If you need any, I have allies as well. If you have anything of need, ask of me, and I will do my best to secure a connection or two. It is how I managed to escort you out of prison.
Now, hold on. Stephen Smith on the message board has made a couple of suggestions. First, he says, play the two groups of cultists against each other. And then he says, threaten to burn the book, reverse kidnap demand.
Exactly. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Well, that's I was kind of thinking that you give them part of the book because that proves that you have the book.
Yeah, but
And
you
then
don't get
you threaten to destroy the other pages if they don't return the kid.
Exactly.
But then, of course, I'd think that then you should give them fake pages. And you say we don't have enough time to make them, but they only have to be good enough to hand them something, and they wouldn't know the difference until it was too late. They could just have scribbles on them. But whatever. All right.
All right. So Luther, you're going to the weird ancient fortress. Flint will probably go with you because that's what he's been kind of doing. Anyone else going to the ancient fortress?
No, not me.
Okay.
No,
So
I think
Luther.
the rest of us are going to check out the Frenchman.
All right. Cool. So we will start with the Frenchman. So you guys are basically you guys, I assume, restock on some weapons from the bazaar. Yes.
Yes.
I will. You practically managed to find a perfect replacement of the gun you've lost. Basically, it's a German model because there seems to be a lot of German guns being sold at the moment. Fun fact. Okay, so you go to the to his mansion, and again, you are escorted by a servant, and you are brought to a garden. It's very grand, exotic. Wild peacocks, where peacocks stroll around. There's like 100 strange aromas. You don't think all of them are natural. It's a very elegant dome building, and it's, he brings you to an upper balcony, and then you see this like a little obese man with blonde hair and a very curly wax mustache sitting in a chair with someone fanning his like a fan for him. He's got a hookah on. He's smoking it, and he's lying in silks, and he's got a little table, wine and such. And at the same time, his servant goes and says, "Sir, there are people to see you." He's like, who, he says, who is it? He's like, I do not know, sir. Yeah, well, send them, well, come on, come here. Very well, who are you? He cradles his wine.
Wait, is this our French guy or?
Yeah, this is the French guy.
Oh.
He takes he stops taking, he stops his hookah. He's like, well, who are you?
Lady Amelia Lethbridge Stewart.
Hmm.
Pleasure.
Yes, quite. Well, nice to meet all of you. Why are you disturbing me?
Remind me, why are we talking to this guy again?
He trained Nisha. Nisha was teamed up with Mencalf, and apparently, she was trained under this guy called the Frenchman.
Okay.
Yeah. Why must you disturb my time?
It is a disturbing time for all of us. We understand you may have some knowledge about a ruffian named Metcalf.
Hold on a sec. I'm putting on my mustache. Very good. Mencalf? Why would you want to know of such rabble?
He tried to kill us, dear.
What's concern of this is of mine? You come in here asking for favors. He's kind of disinterested in talking to you, and so give me like a persuade or fast talk, or no, sorry, just persuade.
Okay.
Do we all try, or?
I say that.
You can all try, or you can roll, or you can try to roll.
Gosh.
Holy crap!
He's on his knees before me.
Dear me.
No.
Ah!
Never mind. I'm not even going to bother rolling.
He's handing over the wine and the hookah.
But like, Kim. So you go up to him and you charm, his ass up, and then for a brief moment you guys share a glance at each other, and then he nods. Yes, perhaps we could help. I could tell you something. After all, I'm not against talking to such a lovely lady, especially one of such talent. He kind of brushes aside his Prussian, like his golden hair and his Prussian blue eyes. What? So, do you want to know of Mencalf?
Yes. What can you tell us?
Only that he spoke. Mencalf is nothing but a fool pretending to be something he's not. My apprentice, pupil, was persuaded by the charlatan think of some other illusion of power. So she abandoned her studies under me and went off to him. She will come to realize there are no shortcuts to power. But power is worth having.
And he has been the cause of many deaths and much disruption. We would like to get him back. It sounds like perhaps you would too.
Mencalf. He's little concern to me. Fool, charlatan telling us. But if he were to be killed, better to me. The fool thinks the fool has tricked my apprentice. Tell me, why? Tell me, why do you seek Mencalf? You say he's killed something. I do not believe that. Why? What is the real reason?
I'm sorry, what?
What is the real reason you are after? Well, I do not believe it's just simply because he killed a person. No, come on. Simply there has to be more.
We have suffered much thanks to him. There are many many reasons for us to want to get him in our hands. Each of us has suffered because of this man. We lost one of our comrades. Most horribly.
Very well. He thinks he looks for a moment, and he kind of looks back to you and says, "Very well. Nisha, I'll tell you what I know. Nisha currently has cultivated a delusional exiled prince, Prince Ramazan. He's a distant cousin to the Sultan, and he was exiled because he's a degenerate and ambitious, a combination that Sultan dislikes intensely. I've heard that he also has syphilis." The freaking fool. I'll amuse him. But also, Nisha has set herself up in the Forgotten Island, also known as the Island of the Doom Princes, the 10th and furthest of the Princess Isles, where the business and the Ottoman royalty have been exiled for centuries. She has a black Urnek as a guard. How much of it is removed, so is up to anyone's guess. And there's probably a few servants, 50 or so.
And this Island of the Doomed, where is it?
It's he gives you the location.
Okay.
Yes. But also yes, but I also know that Menkoff is also part of this Brotherhood of the Skin, also delusional idiots, although of greater power. He is separated from them. Perhaps they may aid you further.
Okay. What else can you tell us?
Well, indeed. Unless there's anything you wish to ask. Otherwise, I wish to be left alone.
What about this Brotherhood of the Skin?
Delusional cultists. Nothing more than children playing in an art they know nothing of.
But you know something of the art, yes?
Of course.
Could you teach us?
Yeah. Not as one apprentice. Perhaps I will forgo teaching. But if I were to take an apprentice, I would say you are half worthy. Yes, I'm afraid learning of the arts, you must act like royalty. You must be chosen for such a privilege. Like a prince.
Mm-hmm. Like an exiled one, you mean?
No, not an exiled one. If there's nothing else, leave me. I wish to be left alone.
Like your mustache?
He kind of lays down, and you kind of see his obese body kind of puff out a bit.
Well, I can't think of anything else. Anybody have anything?
No. Sadly, Captain Ben doesn't know what to do in this situation.
Now, these children playing with dark things that they know nothing about, or I've lost that accent. Let's say the children themselves got a child. Where would they take that?
I just told you, the island.
Oh, okay, fine.
Alright, is that anything else you guys want to ask this guy?
No.
Alright.
We'll leave him to his drug-induced haze.
Yes.
Hedonism.
Of which I know nothing.
Alright, so the servant takes you. The servant takes you out, and even the Frenchman manages to say sort of goodbye. So it's like, goodbye, my friends. May you have good luck in this endeavor of yours. Avoid the nightmares of it. But no doubt you'll have some. And he kind of evilly chuckles as you guys leave.
Come, Lolly. Let's be off.
So, that is it for the Frenchman. Back to the ancient fortress. So, Luther and you are traveling alongside Flint. It doesn't take you too long to get to the location, as you manage to hire a pretty speedy cab, and eventually you come across this old village, and there is the fortress, and you see a bunch of monks like leading up to it. Then I assume you just walk up, right? You just go in, knock on the door, or how are you handling this?
Yeah, I imagine there's going to be guards there.
Oddly enough, the fortress itself is like an old Asian-style fortress, and as you walk in, there's mostly monks, kind of looking at their jobs, and occasionally a few of them glance at you, but then go back to their work, and you can get the odd feeling that you're being watched, and that this is kind of like enemy territory. Eventually, you arrive in you guys are like led to a courtyard by one of the Brotherhood, or like one of the brothers, and then you hear a voice from the second floor. So, it seems we have guests. And you look up, and there's this man with a very interesting goatee.
Who is the name of the person that I was coming here to see?
Salim.
Salim.
Yes. He walks down, slowly. He has a sword on his hilt. Welcome to my fortress.
We are quite thankful that you have allowed us to speak with you. All due respect.
Yes, quite. It seems there's only two of you. Tell me, who are you, and why have you come here?
We have been traveling across Europe, investigating a certain individual named Mencalf. We believe that he's been behind a number of murders, and we are hoping to find out where he is holed up right now.
Oh, I see.
We heard that you were associated with him.
Not any longer. He has left our order.
Yes.
Why do you look for him?
Because he's a criminal.
Are you police? Are you the law?
No, not exactly. We are investigators.
And yet, you search for him across Europe.
Well, we have reason to believe he has recently arrived here on the Orient Express.
Yes. My men have sent word of such a matter, and I do know where he has been conversing or congregating. Why do you think I will help you?
We've heard that he is associated with... forgive me, but I may have been... I was listening to the other conversation at the other place. I'm trying to remember what I know and what I don't know.
Yeah, don't worry.
Do I know about the woman?
Yes, you do.
Okay. We've heard that he is associated with a certain woman.
Yes, Nirisha, the Doctor of Faith. He kind of finishes the sentence for you. He's like, I know of her. Reigned by the occultist, the Frenchman.
Yes, we were actually having some people discuss this matter with him as well. We are... what do I want to tell this guy and not tell him?
Okay, also I want to add in, as you guys are talking, to the side, you notice this 9-year-old boy sitting and watching quietly, and he's just looking at you both. Like, he's looking at, you and Flint and this man, and he's just staring at you quietly. And if you look at him and you meet his gaze, you see this kind of gaze of intent and analyzation that's downright terrifying for this kid. And he just keeps watching you guys quietly.
We have reason to believe that Mencalf's people have kidnapped a small boy. Is this your son?
This,
I have a son about the same age.
Yes, this is Mehmet.
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 And we're rather desperate to find where they might be holding this boy, where his cult is located.
Yes.
If there's anything that you could do to help us, we would be very grateful.
He kind of, turns his back, and, looks at... I do not like that of Mencalf. He is no friend of mine. And Nirsha, a woman like her, does not deserve such occult power. The island of Doomed Princes, the 10th and secret island in the Princess Island chain. Her cult is located there. She's about 50 strong, but less, as they are spread out. No doubt you'll most likely face, give or take, 15 or 10 at most.
I see. So is she the actual leader of the cult and Mencalf is a follower?
Mencalf pretends to act like a leader, but Nirsha is the true leader of the cult. While it may appear that Mencalf is the master, he is merely a puppet. Puppet pretending to be something he's not.
Well, he certainly seemed like an idiot when we met him.
Do not be fooled. Well, he may seem like an idiot. He also has some skills as well. Does not make him any less of a dog. But even a dog may know a few good tricks.
So, I'm sorry, where are these islands located?
He gives you the location, and, he informs you, and, says, if there's nothing else, I would bid you farewell.
Farewell, then.
Farewell.
Thank you very much for your help.
Yes. Do be careful. You are instigating a power you know nothing of.
Alright. So we leave.
Yes, and you leave, and the child, kind of keeps walking, following you guys until the entrance, and he keeps staring at you guys as you leave. His gaze constantly this terrifying analyzation. And also, can you give me a psych roll?
Sure. Oh yeah, 0-4.
Alright. Yeah. You realize that this kid, he has been memorizing every bit of the conversation. He is looking at you, and he is he is memorizing your faces. He's memorizing everything you say. He's memorizing how you act. He's even memorizing how his father's acting. He is taking this conversation and just remembering it. And you don't know why. But my God, this kid, whatever the hell he's doing, this kid cannot be normal if he's doing this kind of shit.
What's his name again?
Mehmet.
Yes, Mehmet.
Mehmet. And his father is Salim?
Yes.
Question. Isn't Demir's wife named Salim also?
No.
I thought you said Salim.
No.
Do these people have last name? Did we find out their last name? Or their whatever? I don't know how Arabs do it. Okay.
Nope.
Mehmet. Mehmet's probably a fairly common name. All right. So we're going to go back to Demir's house.
Alright. So, you reconverse, and it, becomes more later in the day, and so you aren't familiar, you learn, of the location, as such, you can, reconverse, and Professor Mir, he's finished analyzing the book.
Okay.
And you guys go up to his office, and you find him shaking. He's shaking.
Pull yourself together, man.
Not stirred, huh?
I have learned some grave news.
Well, tell us, man.
The hieroglyphs section makes it plain that at first I thought this ritual they were doing would require a prince, but I realize now that when they're reading further, the scroll says that it is not a true prince that is needed, but whoever wears the fez and conducts the ritual will be as a prince. This will be disastrous. A foul being beyond any imagination and logic and reasoning will be brought forth of an evil entity that known as the father of all sorcerers. If anyone has Cthulhu Mythos, you can roll.
I just have base. I don't.
Hold on.
Real slim chance.
Yeah, but you never know.
You got a 0-1.
I did not.
Holy crap, I actually did.
Oh, Kim.
No, Kim is on fire tonight.
Out of all the stuff.
I got a 0-5.
So through some knowledge and some obscure tomes, you've heard this name mentioned before. Only you've known it's also known by another name. A deity that identifies as Yog Sothoth.
No.
I think I froze for a minute because I didn't hear a single word of that.
You recognize the father of sorcerers they're trying to summon is actually Yog Sothoth.
Ooh. That ain't good.
Nope.
Okay.
I came so close.
Alright.
You kind of thought you've heard of this obscure name, but eventually Kim's character brings it out, and then you recognize it.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyways, the hieroglyphs detail how to destroy the fez completely. Someone must wear the fez in proximity of the current control fez wearer, and challenge and defeat that person in a battle of wills. The symbols on the fez describe the ritual that enacts this.
Okay. Go on.
Yes.
One of us has to wear the fez?
Yes, but I have also learned an important fact, that this book is the only containing of this ritual and spell. If they do not get the fez or the book, they will not be able to do the ritual.
Well, let's burn the book then.
No,
And I'll come up with a...
Yeah, no.
Oh, damn.
No. My son.
We have to figure out how to get their kid and give them the wrong book.
Let's make an almost perfect replica of the book, except for
Just don't copy the words. Make up gibberish.
make up some gibberish. Some gibberish.
We wasted our whole day on this.
You guys I don't think would have enough time to do some of them.
Let's set the CP train down the track.
Let's get another old book, tear off the cover of this one, and put it around that one. Like a book sleeve.
I'm for it.
What?
All right, to the bucket.
Yes. I guess. I mean, you guys do know the location of the cult base and where they probably would be keeping the sun, so you could actually attack the fort even the deal began.
How many hours do we have before?
You have equivalent of you have about like a day. You have until midnight on Sunday, and you just finished up your Saturday, so you have all of like Sunday morning, afternoon, and until midnight.
Well,
Alright, well, it seems that's the only plan we've got right now, so let's...
What if we alerted the Sultan that one of his relatives is going to be murdered on this island?
yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, that wouldn't guarantee that. It wouldn't guarantee that the little kid would survive. They might just shoot him the first chance they.
Well, there's no guarantee they won't do that anyway.
Yeah, we have to assume that that little kid's doomed unless we can get him.
Yeah. Well, shit. Let's try no, because 19th century glue that wouldn't hold with that little a time to set.
Yeah.
Oh crap. I say we do the page rip. I would say do the page rip thing. Rip out like the last page for each spell that's in the book or something.
That we don't return the pages unless we have the kid.
Yeah.
Exactly. Give them the book.
Because they need the book. They have to have the book.
Right.
Tell them if they kill the kid, we will burn the book.
Yeah, sounds fair.
Actually, not the book, but the pages that they need.
Right.
So, I mean, they already have the book. They just need 2 pages or whatever.
Or however many spells there are.
Yeah.
Is that what you guys are going to do?
Sure.
All right.
Yep.
All right. So this is last thing I have to ask. Is there any final preparations you want to do before the actual meeting? Like any last...
You want to buy guns.
Yep, guns.
Yeah.
And chemicals from a little chemistry set.
Of course.
I feel me tea
And a new set of unmentionables.
Yeah.
kerosene in my tea kettle.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. You got another kiss for me to
roll?
roll?
Did they take my blackjack when they took our weapons? I want another one if they did.
Yeah. All right. So I assume you all rearm, you buy, stuff. Anything else in particular?
What if there's more something that's bright and shiny and fiery in case there's more shadow monsters?
Torch supplies?
Yeah, some torches.
Ooh, let's make sure we have that vodka that the Countess was nice enough to give me.
Yes. And also, you guys do know where the meeting location is, so if you guys want to prepare there or scout it out or anything like that, you can do that as well.
Yes.
Yeah, let's scout it out.
Yeah. So, the location is in the shipyard. It's the old abandoned district of the shipyards, and it is in the Qasim Parsha on the Para side of the Golden Harp near shipping yards. And this place is a scum eye. In your travel book, it says not to even go here because this is such a rotten area. And there's like ropes, barrels hanging around. There's like places for ambushes, in high ledges. And there's some.
Sounds like Captain Bed's kind of place.
Yes, And and the entire location you're meeting up in is an old abandoned dock, like closed off dock section.
Flammable. All of it.
Okay, I'm thinking it would be a good idea to make up a bunch of little fire bombs ahead of time.
That's doable.
Yeah, and if they manage to get a hold of the book, we'll firebomb them, burn their boat, burn them, and everything else.
Yeah.
Including the book.
Yes.
We'll send them to hell!
Oh, it's too bad you couldn't do something. Could you do something with chemicals so that when they open the book explodes in the fire?
Or better still, or we can make like a little ink bomb. And when they open it, it
destroys the bomb.
If you give me a chemistry roll, I'll let that be a thing.
Okay.
Please work, please work, please work. Put acid on it so the book just disintegrates.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that works.
Okay.
Yay.
Ink bombs
So
away.
You got some grenades, or Molotovs, or whatever. You got Greek fire, maybe. I don't know. Whatever the hell you want. And you got your little explosion. You know the area. Yeah. So if you guys want to set up a specific setup that you guys want to do for the meeting, you tell me now. Otherwise, I'll just start, and I'll assume that you all come together as a group. Otherwise, there's like a specific way you want to be set up.
Well, are we going to tell the Sultan about this? He might have some aid that he could give us. Like
absolutely.
We might not even be able to get in to see the Sultan. Like, he is the ruler, the supreme ruler.
But that's true.
But
say make an appointment. It might be 3 weeks from now.
You're not wrong on that.
We could try, but
what's your credit rating like? Because mine's pretty dang good.
Yeah, but can you have penalties? Even with with the credit rating, the penalties will be kind of deduced a lot.
My credit rating's pretty high, but
mine is 72.
Oh, yours is higher than mine. I could take the Sultan some tea.
I could present him with a lovely little sample perfume bottle.
You could present him with lolly.
Or vodka. My maidservant never.
Yeah, sell lolly into.
I can make you some tea.
You could be in
the
harem.
shells and some crumpets.
You're
going to love her crumpets. They're fantastic.
Yes. I'll make your harem fat. So I'll feed them well.
All right.
Okay, let's try this.
All right, give me a roll. I'm giving you penalties.
Oh, what are we doing?
Well, I'm rolling my credit rating. Okay, 44.
All right, you got a minus 50 on that credit rating.
A minus 50?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I got a 6.
Ooh, lovely.
Oh, shit.
Nicely done.
All right. So I'll say that through various trading contracts you've actually traded, on behalf, and the Sultan is actually familiar with your tea and actually really likes it.
Yay!
Lovely.
So, that's what you
survive.
I can sing. Not very well. Would you like me to roll on the skill?
Hang on a sec. Let me write down some stuff. Blah 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 blah.
So, for the sake of time, let's just say that I do inform the Sultan.
Yes. He doesn't seem to care. The Sultan doesn't really seem to care about his cousin. Again, he kind of hates his cousin. He says, "What the hell? Kill good for him. Get killed."
What kind of sign would that send to your enemies? That they can do whatever they wish to you and your family.
It will say that if you displease me, you will suffer a horrible fate.
Well, Allah Akbar. All right, so let's get this kid back.
Alright, so,
Let's do this.
alright, so you guys, okay. So, again, is there any order you guys want to set this up? Like, is there anyone who's going to be in hiding, setting up an ambush? Is there anyone else going to be, just like, the guys doing the trade-off? How are you guys organizing this?
Well, since I'm such a
Anything
crack
that
shot,
is behind some boxes.
I should probably be lying in wait with a rifle. Since I'm such a good shot.
Yeah,
Sure, certainly.
whoever's most endangering the kid, you might have to shoot him.
Mm-hmm.
You might shoot the kid.
Kennedy, do you want to be up front with me? Let's see if we do the trade-off.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right.
Alright, there's Luther, and Lolly. Where do you guys want to be?
I'm going to be taking up the rear behind me lady.
Alright.
Make sure that no one can sneak up on her, and I'll try my best to make that not happen, etc. Ever
Alright.
and on.
Alright, Luther?
Well, I'm up with Captain Ben.
Alright, so basically you, Flint, Captain Ben, and Kennedy, so you four will be kind of on the ground level, while, Miss Leopard, Stewart, and Lolly are topside, probably from like a balcony of some sort, with fire bombs galore. And basically you've got a kind of a miniature sniper rifle outfitted, no doubt. Alright? Sound good?
And we've got guns.
Yes. No, you guys are armed. I'm well aware. Alright, you guys going?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So midnight arrives, and the shadow, torches are lit, shadows are everywhere. It is, again, you see the disgusting hellhole, and the smell is awful. You guys stand on a dock, and eventually, a steamer slowly approaches. On it, robed men, with Turkish robes, slowly disembark. There's 5 of them, with swords, yukata, which is a Turkish kind of blade. It's very curved, and there's even a blade at the end. And they kind of walk together, and they part away. And stepping forward is a hooded Colt, who's a hooded man. And then behind him steps a guy with a gun, to who looks to be the kid, and they step forward, together. Eventually, the guy takes off his hood and reveals he's Menka with his red fez. Eventually, he signals the guy, who hands him the kid, and he takes the gun and puts the gun to the kid's head and begins walking with him. And the guy's got a new gun, and is walking behind him, and the two are they're going as a group together forward, and then there's you guys.
Okay, now we're going to do the thing where we've removed some of the pages, yeah?
Yeah, or I think you've even made an ink block bomb or whatever in the book. Remember?
We did both, didn't we?
Yeah, we did both.
Yeah.
We have to have some bargaining.
Yes. So
Chips.
yes. So I'll start acting as makeup. So it appears you have survived the incident on the train.
So it appears that you're just as big of an asshole as we always thought you were. We have your book. Give us the kid.
Oh no! We must first see if this book is authentic.
You'll see the book's authentic. Of course, we have removed some of the pages, which we will not give you, and we will burn if you don't give us the kid.
There is 4 of us here. There's 5 even. The man with a gun. I have the child. I will kill him. We will outnumber you. If you wish to just...
You kill the kid, you will never get this book. You will never succeed in anything that you're trying to do. I take the book.
Yes?
And I throw it at his feet. And I say, there are pages missing. Key pages. Give us the kid.
He kind of growls. How will I know where if you will give me pages?
You'll have to trust us. You have no chance of succeeding if you don't give us the kid.
He goes kind of like, and he signals to one of his men, and then pushes the kid out, and points the gun at him, and he's like, says, go to them, and the kid goes like, thank you, and they're like, he goes,
Kennedy properly grabs the kid and puts him behind him.
all right, and then and the guys are point, the guy, two guys with the guns point at at you and then one of the guy comes and takes the book, and then
Okay. And
the guy looks at Metcalf, and hold on. He opens the book, and boom, he gets a face full of ink or dust or what did you put it in that, Kim?
Ink.
What I figured to be an ink bomb.
Okay.
Ruin the pages.
Yeah. So it blasts out, and the guy's covered his face in ink, and he yells out, "Kill them! Kill them!"
We fire as well.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna. Okay.
No, go ahead, Kim.
Well, I was gonna say I'm gonna hurl a bomb down at them.
All right, give me a throw.
No critical failures.
Well, I made it.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me see here.
And I
A
got
bomb, area effect, you would probably hit them all. Give me a three d6.
3d6. Okay. Okay. 13.
Alright, let me see here. 4, 13. So yeah, that's the area of range attack. So the bomb bursts on the dock, and then people go flying out. Like Metcalf, managed to avoid it, and then, but all the guys with swords, they are burning alive, and if they're not dead, they're gonna be dead. Some of them already, two of them are already instantly dead on the ground, burning, in fucking acid.
Well, remember the Metcalf would be blinded by the ink in his face.
Well, it was a servant who opened it. It wasn't him.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Too smart for you.
Yes. Yeah. So that's happening. While that's going on, 4 more guys show up on both sides. On both sides. Not 4 on each side, but 2 on each side. Start going up with guns, and also wearing robes, and they're coming at you.
Okay, we're gonna shoot at them.
All right. So.
For sure.
All right. So who? So okay. So yeah, give me your pistol rolls, and we'll see who goes down.
What are we rolling?
Well, I
Gun
missed.
Shots.
Weapons.
Can I fire and try to get the kid behind something so he doesn't get shot?
Cool.
No.
I was hoping that you would
Captain is on fire with his pistol shots.
Nice.
All right. D10 for anyone who makes it. Unless you have a rifle, then that's 2d6, or a shotgun, that's 3d6.
7.
Oh yeah, and Flint rolls too because. Nice. Flint. Let's see if Flint makes it. Yep. Flint makes it. Exactly. Alright, so, okay, has everyone made their, is James the only one who hit?
No, didn't know. Tom's character's hit. No, you missed
Roll
it.
for David's character.
All right. I'll roll for that.
Charles.
52. I'll say that passes. Roll 9. Holy shit. All right. So together. So yeah, Ben. So Captain Ben, you shoot one of the guys on the left. Is that okay?
Mhm.
All right. So you shoot one of the guys on the left. You knock him back because you hit him in the shoulder. Charles and Flint, they shoot down one guy together on the right. And Lolly, I think you're the only one who didn't make any move yet.
Oh. Something.
You can throw a bomb.
That I will do. I will happily throw a bomb.
At the right or left? At the right or left?
To the left. Why not?
All right. Give me a
Don't
roll.
watch.
Throw a roll.
I know, don't botch. I have base throw
I don't want
skill.
fire. I don't want fire on the back of my jacket.
So what a die!
Ah, we're all dead. No,
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 I'm
that's
one.
dead.
No, I'm not.
That's just a miss, not a failure.
It's only a miss.
Not a critical
Yeah.
failure.
Diabolical.
They throw the bomb and it explodes behind the guys, but it's like was very close. The range, the area effect, nearly got the guy, but it's like it makes the guy duck, under cover and breathe heavily. It's like
Breathe heavily.
The cultists.
the fuck, man! We were just kids, man. I didn't sign up for this.
The cultist just sits there and he goes, "It's like, oh man, it was getting cold in here, but thank you."
Join
They
the
killed
club,
Charlie, man. They killed Charlie. We was gonna go riding in a carriage together, Charlie, like you always wanted. Charlie. All right, so shoot again.
But me?
Oh wait, my turn because you already shot up the place.
Yeah.
Right? All right, so my turn again. Boop 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 boop. So 4 left. Holy shit! All of them fail miserably.
Yay!
You're really
Because they're wearing
distracted.
robes.
It's a bomb, man.
Oh,
They're all
One of them
discombobulated.
catches themselves on fire.
Discombobulated because of the flamage.
Yeah, like
Flamage.
they're just like they're just shooting. I think one of them even gun just like doesn't go off, and it's mass panic. These guys are like panicking. All right, your turn, guys.
Okay, I want to shoot at Mencalf.
Okay.
Kennedy's taking this moment to pick the kid up and run to get him to safety.
Sure.
Get him away from here.
Yeah.
It sucked for him to get hit by collateral
He
fire.
only stopped the fire the first time to make sure he could get away.
All right. The rest of you, did you roll your gun scores besides Kennedy who's running with the kid?
I'm gonna try and kill another one.
Okay, go ahead. Roll.
Clear dice stream. Fire. 47.
I'll say that passes. Roll a d10.
Okay. Nine.
Holy shit! You blow off one of the guy's head. Like the guy pops out. You blast his head off, and there's a pink mist behind him. And
guys all fuck with my Kennedy. I'll fuck with you.
Good shot, sir!
yeah. All right. Luther, did you miss or hit or what?
I missed.
Okay. Flint shot. He probably shot Mencalf for you. Kim, you get a shot in if you'd like.
Actually, what I would like to do is take this round to take careful aim for Mencalf. Would that give me a bonus for next round?
Get concentrated shot.
Give me a sec here. Mencalf's already down, and I have something. I have like this dramatic moment I'm gonna do with you guys with him. So
Okay.
if you do and he's already down, so he's not.
Blow up his ship.
Ooh, okay.
Alright, give me a toss roll. Roll.
All right.
Do we really want to do that, or could we use the ship to get back to England because we can no longer?
This is not a vessel for sea travel like that. This is like a short. This is a ferry.
Oh.
I'm sure we can manage to get back. It's just going to take several months.
Actually, Stephen Smith on the message board is asking what's going on with the steamer. Are more cultists offloading, or is the captain leaving like he's on fire?
Well, the steamer is like, I guess, well, these guys launched like a firebomb at the dock, and I guess the steamer is kind of being separated. Or the dock's on fire. The steamer, I don't think, is on fire, but everyone on the steamer is practically left. The only cultists that were on the steamer were the guys with the swords. They burned up in flames. So basically everyone who's on the steamer is dead, and all they're doing is facing the guys who were set up to ambush you.
Okay, then I'm not going to even bother with the steamer. I'm going to shoot somebody.
Alright, give me a roll.
Yes.
Alright, give me a 2d6.
Okay.
You kill one.
You're vicious.
I imagine he does an Indiana Jones flip off the dock into the water when he shoots.
Yes.
Save the
His
queen.
back was on fire. That's why he got shot. He was trying to put himself out, and then she shoots him.
Yeah.
He just flips off into the water.
So at this point, you guys managed to finish up everyone. Cam, while you get her down the dock, you guys walk together in a dramatic pose. Cap is at the edge of the dock, and he's been shot and he's bleeding. It's like, you cannot kill me. Not me. I was to be the prince of all sorcerers.
And I put a bullet in his face.
Give me a sec. I'm doing a dramatic moment.
That's why I want to shoot him.
Hold on. Let me just finish my
Text
line.
appears at the bottom of the screen.
Give me a roll.
Player
Give me
considering.
a roll.
To shoot him too.
Give me a roll, James.
Does he need one?
Yes,
It's like point
knock
blank.
that bitch.
Point blank.
I just point blank.
botched this
Doesn't really
to miss, right?
Just give me a roll.
Alright. 77. Pooh!
Alright. So you mess with you do not know who you mess with. I will have my revenge. I am Manga.
If he's
I wanna
at
kick him in the
Kennedy
face.
comes over and shoots him.
Yeah, then you shoot him and you blow his brains out.
I would like to dump kerosene from my tea kettle on his corpse.
Hold on.
We are
Yeah.
making sure.
Kennedy wants his one-liner. That's what you get for making ladies cry.
Yes.
Yay!
Bet you didn't predict this.
Yes. Oh, and the fez on his head, falls off, and it rolls to the side a little bit.
All right, we have to collect that.
Burn it.
And then
Yeah.
it sprouts
It won't
legs
burn.
and starts chasing us.
Yes. Yes. And yeah, so that happens, and then you guys manage to your son. So I'll wrap this up really quickly, okay?
Okay.
All right.
So you manage. So after that little struggle, you manage to locate Nearshell with the help of the Brother to the Skin, who happily turn her over to you all, which you probably execute in a brutal fashion. And as such, the ritual to destroy the Faz is done. You save the child, and Professor Demir is grateful. But as such, with the tragic passing of Frederick, you prepare a coffin, and as you get ready to turn home, Professor Demir offers condolences and knows that a loss of an ally is something that is not easy to deal with.
No. Poor Frederick.
Yes.
He wasn't the brightest, but he made a good meat shield.
Yes. As such, yes. And it says, But so as you guys are leaving, he says, Professor Dimmer says, I wish you, if you wish to stay for a few more weeks, I understand you come in, and no doubt deliver Frederick back to America for proper burial. Thank you for helping me. I'm in your debt.
Thanks. Sorry about ruining the book.
Such an evil book does not deserve to exist.
I'm not sorry at all.
Yes. So, and before you go, Professor Demir is about to go, but he says, though I do worry these other cultists, the Frenchmen and the Brother of Skin. Do you think it's the last we have seen of them?
Not my problem.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's what Kitty says. Not my problem. I quit.
I hope so.
Alright.
I'm sure we'll never see them again in our lifetimes.
No soliciting.
I see. I wish you well. And then basically the book ends there.
Yay.
Well, that was quite interesting. I suggest now that we all take bathroom breaks for the next week.
Yes.
And then we go to bed.
Yes.
It's probably bedtime, isn't it?
Oh,
Yes,
vodka.
it is.
Oh my god.
Some vodka.
Yes. Yes, and
I
the train.
We have this Brotherhood of the Skin. We must do more investigation about that.
Yes.
So
Yes, after alcohol and sleep.
Yeah.
Yes, the train slowly roars into the night as you reach Milan. No doubt stirring in your thoughts of the events that have taken place so many years ago. This ancient cult that seems to reemerge itself.
Speaking
Well, we're getting
of
ready.
bedtimes, it's gonna turn into a pumpkin. So.
Yes, I will send Mike a message, and yes. So that was it. Hope you guys have finished the 1890s portion of the campaign. One casualty.
Only one.
Okay.
That's a win.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Yes, in Call of Cthulhu, I think that's considered a very good win.
He
Yeah,
could have lived. He could have ran with me.
yeah. I was expecting him to live, and that you guys would heal him back, but he would be like unconscious. But no, Captain Ben, shot him.
Hey, the man's guts were hanging.
The guy had his innards spilled out onto the floor. You thought I was going to just leave him for the shadow monster? Better to die with some dignity.
So there's a question you should all ask yourselves. As much as information I've given you in events of this book happened, for all you know, this could be complete bullshit.
well, could be and
Somebody
is.
faked a book? Why would anyone fake a book?
No, I think it's the journal of the professor.
It was a good bedtime story, and I have things on my person that perhaps make me think maybe it's real.
My kid is going to go to bed because I need to see a dream world friend.
I'm sure you do there, boyo.
No dreams. Not for me, thank you.
Ollie. Roscoe, as you're turning to the, for the night, you feel your left arm, your arm, convulse in pain.
It's gonna be common. I mean, I don't think a doctor can fix it. Whatever. There's booze somewhere.
Yeah.